Releaf is a technology company that caters for consumer goods manufacturers across Africa. Now, this week, the company announced that it has raised $3.3 million in overbought pre-Series A funding round. The funding was led by Samurai Incubate Africa. So I asked Uzoma Ayogu, who is the CTO and co-founder of Releaf, to join me for a chat to the latest development. Thanks for making it on the show this evening. Congratulations on your funding round to you and the rest of your team. Give me a little bit of a summary of your operations and how you deploy technology to support agriculture and consumer goods across Africa.
Absolutely. What we've realized, just as was discussed previously, is that we have a decentralized food system. That means most of our food that is produced by smallholder farmers. However, our food processing system is centralized. And so what you have in Nigeria and across Africa is food that is not processed and raw, having to be moved hundreds of kilometers to centralized processing centers. So Releaf has pioneered technology that is essentially able to be very close to the farmer while at the same time giving us superior yields. So being able to process 200 times faster than farmers and reduce logistics by 80%, thereby allowing us to pass more profit to farmers, take more profit ourselves, and deliver very quality food ingredients to these large FMCGs. And that's what we've raised this money to do, to essentially pioneer the processing technology, but also geospatial technology that helps us figure out where we need to process.
Yeah. Great. I'm trying to figure out how this latest funding, $3.3 million in the new year, you folks are the latest millionaire in dollars in town, just as you started the new year. So congratulations. How would that support your next level of activities? Where are you looking to deploy $3.3 million to leverage what you're already doing to support more agriculture, small farmers, and those who are within the value chain from to the table, breakfast, lunch, or dinner?
Absolutely. So today, we work with about 2,000 smallholders. We want to essentially double that number over the next few months. We also want to continue to increase our volume to our FMCG clients. We have $100 million of contracts with our clients. Unfortunately, we can only meet a small fraction of that. And so this funding is going towards our ability to increase our capacity to meet our large consumers' needs, and in response, allow us to also continue to lower costs for consumers on the other side. These FMCGs are really struggling in this current price environment, and so Release intervention is really going to help them better meet their supply needs and better meet their demand needs. So we're going to be able to continue to increase our reach. Right now, we're just in the south. We're going to look to make some more expansion across Nigeria and continue to reach essentially more farmers as we prepare for this next level of funding, which is essentially our Series A. A big milestone for us was essentially being able to prove that we could more profitably and more capital efficiently scale, because this new model of technology is half the price and it improves our profitability by 3 times.
Great news. You're the guy to look out for in 2023. But I'm sure you've got some challenges in consumer goods, manufacturing, and agriculture. What would you like to see change for the better, Uzoma?
Absolutely. So a big issue we see across the board is farmers being able to access working capital and be financially included. And then a big challenge we also see is just the logistics networks in these rural areas are very, very tough to deal with. So we've, in response to these challenges, we've developed a working capital product that essentially takes the productivity of farmers, collateralizes it, and allows us to give out loans. We have less than 1% default rate. And then a big challenge we've been able to overcome is on the logistics side. Because we are not in the business of building better roads, we leave that up to the government. What we have to do is then minimize the amount of distance our crops have to move. And so our ability to use our new software site, which allows us to say, okay, based on the road network, based on the yields, based on the soil quality, this is where we want to set up our processing technology Kraken 2, and this is how long we want to set it up. And as a result, we'll be able to significantly reduce the logistics cost. So those are 2 challenges we face, but we do have an answer for them in the coming year.
Interesting. Again, we're starting the new year, so you've got $3.3 million, but money isn't everything. I'm sure you know in this in corporates and all that. So, what's your strategy for 2023, broadly speaking, within Nigeria? How are you intervening across other frontier African markets and economies to support consumer goods, support farmers? Are you looking for more partnerships, as it were, moving forward? Who are the folks you have boots on the ground with?
Absolutely. So one thing that I think differentiates Releaf from maybe other technology companies working in agriculture is we have a lot of the internal capacity within our team. And so all our relationships with our farmers, all our agent networks are Releaf owned. But something that's crucial for us is to continue to find companies that initially were perhaps importing some products and who want to continue to support the local economy. We're looking forward to continuing to support any vegetable oil companies that are interested in continuing to shore up their local supply chain because it's far more reliable. And then we're equally looking forward to partnering with folks that have strong and large networks of farmers that we can plug our solutions into.
That's really great. Thank you so much for your time on the Rise Exchange tonight, and wish you all the best in the new year. Uzoma Ayogu, CTO and co-founder at Releaf. All the best.
Thank you so much.
Great.